Howdy, welcome back. Okay, we are down to the last 4 days before D-Day. Technically 3 days because I'm filming this at 1 a.m. What needs to be done in order for me to be sure that I'm ready for these shows is very, very clear. I feel more in control than I ever have before. Everything I do feels like an intentional decision built off of showing up every day. I am able to tackle feedback as in be open and honest with it, and receptive. Now, whether I can understand that feedback, so I can receive it, I can receive criticism. Whether I'm able to identify the issues that criticism is trying to address is a different question. That takes practice. But there is a willingness to, which is, I think, 90% of it. If you're unwilling, it doesn't matter how well you're able to identify that problem within yourself. If you're not willing to change or take that feedback on board, then it's all for nothing. Am I nervous about these performances? Yes, very nervous. I want to do a really good job. Now, there is a thing I got told for this event that the month leading up to it is going to be very, very busy. It has been. Dare I say, it has not been busy enough, and I am still behind the 8 ball a bit when it comes to these 4 shows. Now, I got told that once the shows are up and running, the time and commitment required throughout the week it shoots down a lot, because it then becomes about maintenance for the shows. I don't want to do that. I want to perform something truly special. Now, to be brutally honest, I don't think that's going to happen in this first week of performances. I'm hoping to have successful performances, but as far as, best in the world goes, I have just been learning about how my process for acting is really, really bad and inefficient. And that's not a bad thing. That is a really good thing, because it has now been brought into the light and it has been exposed. So, I mean, I am now aware of how bad my process is. Now I can change it. Whereas before, I believed it was good. I believed it was normal, adequate. Now I can create change. Now I can get better at it. So, essentially, what I'm saying is, for the next month, past year groups and renditions of this event, which is called 4x4x4, 4 shows over 4 nights, over 4 weeks, 16 shows over the next month, and I am 4 days away. They say it gets a lot less intense once the shows are up and running. I intend to keep my foot pressed down on the gas pedal, flooring it, because I want to build on each week of shows, every single week for the 4 weeks of performances, to as large a magnitude as I possibly can. And there is opportunity here to do something truly special, and this is possibly the best opportunity I will ever receive to refine, rehearse, adjust, and fix my process. And that's what's been happening. Is it happening at an unideal time? Yes, because I am learning about how broken my process is, essentially 3 days out from performing shows that I'm supposed to be leading, and I'm not ready yet. I can still be ready for when they go up, but it's going to take everything I have, everything I've got, every waking second that I'm awake, and little sleep. But that is the nature of it. That is the path that I have to take to learn the lesson and to fix my process. So now that my process is under the spotlight, I intend on working with my coach throughout the month of these performances to keep building on them week by week by week. There is, for those that don't know, I have an opportunity to lead a film that will be shot almost immediately after these shows were going to be finished. I got an update. It was the shoot had been pushed back about 2 months because of delays, and there is a possibility that it will be, the entire film shoot will be forfeited. What I can do is not buy into that at all and actually give them a reason. If I can make myself to be a prolific actor, reliable, hard-working, disciplined, exciting to watch and exciting to work with over this next month of performances, the likelihood that that film will go forward and be filmed, shoots up a lot. It's not looking great at the moment, but that's the nature of the industry. I feel more in control than I ever have because of this series of filming these. And I would, to be completely honest and transparent with you, I'm pretty fucking tired of playing catch up. I never want to play catch up again. I want to within my ability as much as I can, always stay ahead. And I understand look at it from a basketball point of view. You can get the basics down, and that's what I'm doing. I'm essentially trying to just make sure I've got the basics down, but everyone's got the best basketballers in the world have a deep bag. They've mastered the basics, so then they can start practicing the more nuanced, the more niche, carving themselves out to be more than just a basketball player. but a very specific type. That's what I want for acting. And yet I am still working on the basics. And the basics, I don't mean to, I'm not trying to undermine them. The basics will always be the most important thing. I had rehearsal today, and I think for the first time in a very long time, I had fun with it. I failed dismally. The feedback I got from my coach was like, it's not what you want to hear. But I know there's complete faith in her, and she's very aware of the level that I wanna get to. She knows that I want to be one of the world's best, and she will work with me to get me to that point. Now, if I were to start blaming, or I were to start thinking, even just thinking to myself that what she's saying is unreasonable, what she's demanding of me is too much, then I won't be one of the world's best actors. It won't happen. That relationship, she benefits from my success. If I'm successful, that's a success for her. She wants me to succeed. And I know there's a lot of people with pretty poisonous mindsets that just want to be told that they've done a good job. And when they get hit with the brutal truth, they get offended and they blame or accuse the coach. I'm not going to do that. I don't even feel like I need to have that conversation. I'm like, I trust her. And I believe she trusts me. We have to. It has to be that two-way, like, we have to trust each other for this to work, for us to create something beyond ourselves. It just makes sense to me if in every situation something happens, something unideal, something goes wrong, or a mistake is made, and it doesn't fucking matter who made the mistake, but your response to it matters a lot. Now, with my coach, if I fail, I have two options. Number one, I take responsibility. And I say that's on me. Number two, I blame her. One of those options gives me power. The other option robs me of my autonomy. Blaming her robs me of my autonomy because I say, it's out of my control, I couldn't do anything about it. Taking responsibility gives me power, gives me autonomy, and fuels my belief, reinforces my belief that I can create and affect change. That is within my ability, that I am the captain of my soul, that I do something about my life. I steer my ship. And I will choose that every time. Now, tensions are high. They don't need to be. Maybe I don't know how to make them not high. Because we are 4/3 days out from these shows going up. Will they be ready on time? Will the performances be good? And when I say good, will the audience get an experience from it? Will the audience leave having been affected by it and their worldview challenged or changed? Or what I don't want is to perform and to have people come up to me after the show. Wow, what a good performance! What a wonderful performance! Wow, you were so good. Because that means it was really bad. In my book, the show was bad. I would much prefer people came to talk to me afterwards about the show, not about my performance. I don't want to fucking hear about that. That's between me and my coach, and I'll work with her on that. But the people that come see the show, I want them to want it. I want them to want to talk about the show, about the experience that they had, about what they're feeling, what's changed inside them. And there is no way that I can do that without risking exposing myself. The only way that I can provide that experience to them that I want is to be vulnerable. Timothée Chalamet talks about the open wound and showing it to people. And that's what I need to do. I need to bring all of myself. If I'm up there on stage feeling insecure, I have to allow it. If I'm up there feeling confident, great. I'll allow that with ease. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to end the video here because I need to go to bed. I need at least around 5 hours sleep tonight. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ciao.